Hi, it's Wagner. Well, I just coming from Ukraine. I went to Moscow, and Putin received me really well, And I say, well, I mean, what you are doing right now, throwing bombs all over Ukraine, is not very well appreciated. Particularly killing civilians and all of that. That's not good. That's not good. But I understand because I study history. I know what happened. NATO, the North American Treaty Organization, that Russia feel encroached because NATO keeps growing and taking all of these countries that were part of the former Soviet Union. So therefore, I do understand that you feel encroached, and that's the reason you responded. But I'm talking to him, talking to Putin myself, and I say, but I mean, killing civilians. He said, no, and he told me, Putin said to me, he says, war is war. War is war. Because they were advancing, they were encroaching us. Yeah, but I said to him, I said, but you took Crimea in 2004. And he says, yeah, because we're defending ourselves from the NATO alliance encroaching upon us. I say, but again, I mean, killing, massacring civilians. War is war. That's what he said to me. Putin said to me. And I said, well, I don't understand you. I don't understand your reasoning. I mean, I do to a certain extent, but not completely, because I think probably if you hit military bases and this and the other, fine, but not civilian, not apartments and building apartments. You shouldn't do that. I said to him. You know what he said to me? Putin. I was talking to Putin, yeah, a couple of days ago over there in Moscow. And Putin said, well, have another vodka. I was drinking vodka with Putin. And then Putin, but you know what? I didn't like the vodka they drink over there. I mean, the people, high grabs, I like the cheap vodka. That I like. By over here where I live. But I don't know. It smells. I don't really like it. It's supposed to be expensive. They drink it. The oligarchy in Russia. That's what they drink. Fancy vodka that I don't even like the smell of it. I said, well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for offering me another glass of vodka. But that's not the issue. I mean, the issue is I don't, well, but he said to me, but we got nuclear weapons. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You got a lot of nuclear weapons. And so does the United States. And so does China. And so does India. And so does Pakistan. I don't know. It's a bunch of countries that got nuclear weapons. So what are you going to do? You're going to start a nuclear war? You know what he said to me? Have another vodka. Putin said that to me the other day. I just came back because they called me. No, because they said it's Wagner. If Wagner cannot solve this problem, nobody can. The war between Ukraine and Russia. They called me. Who is this new Secretary of State? Well, he called me. Say, Wagner, can you take the next airplane to Moscow because Putin wants to meet with you, talk to you. Yeah, I did. I did. I went. I just came back. I'm back. I'm back home. This is my home with my paintings. So anyway, well, I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit tough. It's a little bit tough because you have the expansion of nature, which began 1949, something like that, Well, and particularly increased the dissolution of the Soviet Union, which happened in 1991. So it was an empire, the Soviet Union, communist empire. Communism, more or less, because actually, more of the ideas they stood for, communism, they didn't comply. All right. Well, it's a completely different story, but it needs to be understood. And in order to understand the history of the Soviet Union, you have to read. You have to read. You know how to read. You know how to read. That's how you read. Well, you have to read Trotsky. Trotsky. I mean, which is a fundamental character of the whole Russian Revolution. There was two, 1905 and 1917. 1905 was against the Tsars and what have you. 1917 was the Bolshevik Revolution. What Bolshevik means? Bolshevik is majority. Menshevik means minority. Of the party that or Lenin was the main leader. But then Trotsky was very close to Lenin and an exceedingly good intellectual. I read him. Well, I read the history of the Russian Revolution by Trotsky, which is two big books like that. I don't know, 1,000 pages. I read it all. I read it all. I have nothing else to do those days. Read. No, one of my aunts said, Wagner, why you read so much? I don't know. I like to read. My mother is a librarian, so we read. And what's her name? ¿Cómo se dice? Padrino. Godfather, he also was a librarian. So, and my cousin that took care of me, she was a professor of physics. So, what did it take me to do? I read. So anyway, the well, Trotsky has three fundamental books. One is the history of the Russian Revolution, which is huge. I mean, the guys were really deep intellectual. But the Russians are famous for that. They have incredible writers, Dostoevsky, and I don't know, whatever, a bunch collection of exceedingly good writers. So, the other book that Trotsky wrote that is essential, and go right now, look it up on the internet and read it. You know what is it called? By Trotsky? La Revolución Traicionada. The Betrayed Revolution. So Trotsky saw it coming, that the revolution was being betrayed. Because the original revolution of 1917 was against the Tsars. Okay, you know what the Tsars were? I mean, come on. The Tsars were they were like, I don't know, kings, pharaohs, stuff like that in Russia, man. In fucking Russia, over here. I mean, over here and over there. Pharaohs. There were pharaohs. So, there were two revolutions, I already mentioned, 1905 and 1917. Now, the 1917 revolution happened in a special context because World War I was taking place, which started in 1914. Now, what happened? You have all these things happening, and in Russia, the Tsars were already, I think, in the 1805 revolution, they already took care of the Tsars. So now you have all these things going on in Russia, right? Yeah, I think it was Russia. The Soviet Union came later, after 1917. So anyway, I don't know. I don't remember. Hey, you read. Or watch videos, whatever. Okay, love you. Oh, did I forget anything? Well, tell me about Saddam Hussein, about Mohammed Gaddafi, about Manuel Noriega. You want to hear about Manuel Noriega? Huh? What year was the Reagan administration? Hey, Panama, you know the size of Panama? It's like this. And we overthrow a dictator who actually worked for the CIA. Manuel Noriega was a CIA agent. And he ended up being president of the country. And then we overthrew him. And we feel, wow, well, Ronald Reagan overthrew. No, I'm gonna put a link. If you look, I'm gonna post this video. But under the video, I'm gonna put a link. It's all historical information. Okay, love you. Have a good evening. Okay, good night. Bye.